Welcome to the sanctuary. I'm Kyle, and I'm here to tell you, never be afraid to step into the pleasure den of the absurd. And today, we're going to continue talking about Frank Zappa albums, and we're going to talk about this little album here, The Guitar World According to Frank Zappa. One day, I was on a website searching around for whatever, DVDs, records. And I decided to look to see what they had on Frank. And this was like a special order type of thing. Probably paid more for it than I should have, but I was glad I did. This record was really originally a cassette only, made and compiled in 1987 by Frank Zappa in conjunction with Guitar World magazine. And let's open up here and see if there's any information about this relationship in the liner notes. It just says 1987 cassette, originally distributed by Guitar World, Guitar Galaxy, and Barking Pumpkin Records. Executive producer for Guitar World special audio presentation, Noe Goldwasser. I think his name, he goes by Noe the G. This is a 2019 vinyl remaster produced for release by the Zappa Family Trust. What does it say? Voltertainment, I think it says, by Joe Travers. Bernie Grundman Mastering, 2019. And so they took this, what was originally released on cassette, and put it on vinyl. And let me just show you this record because it's pretty cool. It's on transparent vinyl. I see you. Ha ha. Pretty cool, huh? And as usual, sounds great. And I just finished listening to it again. I've put this on a few times. And let me tell you, sometimes when people are visiting here in the sanctuary and the conversations are getting good and the times are getting good, and you put this on and makes for a good evening, doesn't it? So here's on side one, it opens with Sleep Dirt, and it goes into Friendly Little Finger. Then it goes into Excerpt from Revised Music for Guitar and Low Budget Symphony Orchestra. And then it goes into Things That Look Like Meat. Frank had an interesting way of titling his guitar solos. Side two is really good because, as usual, the tracks on this release just go one into the other. I mean, it takes like a while before you realize, hey, I'm not listening to that song anymore. It's a new one. And that is prevalent on side two here. It starts with Down in the Dew, and then it goes into a solo from Heidelberg, which cuts into a solo from Cologne, and then that goes into a solo from Atlanta. Now, the solo from Atlanta was taken from a Whippin' Post solo section, and I think it's the same version is called For Duane on the guitar release. Excuse me. And but I also want to take this moment to say that I know there's a lot of Zappa fans that are watching my Zappa videos, and I really appreciate that. And I just want to say the comment section is wide open. So I want you guys to tell me, you know, what albums these songs and solos are from. So there they are there. I know that they were all like have been released by Frank in one way or another on official releases. And this is pretty cool. So I'll just show you the inside, the gatefold. They do give you little notes written by Frank. And it tells you the year in which these songs and solos were recorded, which is always nice, you know. It's one great thing about albums, isn't it? You know, to listen to it and you just read everything that's written down, and you know, while you listen to the music, you know, and so it looks like, let's see, Sleep Dirt, you know, that's a great one. I always loved Sleep Dirt. And that says it's from December 74. Friendly Little Fingers from 75. Excerpt from Revised Music for Guitar and Low Budget Symphony Orchestra. That's from 75. Things That Look Like Meat is from December 82. Could be 81. I can't quite read it. I need a certain kind of lighting for these videos, you know. So, Down in the Dew, that's from 1973. Solo from Heidelberg is from 78. Solo from Cologne was from summer 82. And a solo from Atlanta is from autumn 1984. I just want to say the solo from Heidelberg, when that ends and transitions into a solo from Cologne, I was like, you know, taken aback. That was one of those things where you can kind of tell by Frank's guitar sound that, hey, this is a different, you know, and also the drums. I mean, you know, if you love Frank's guitar playing and his instrumental music, you know, you'll love this little album. It's quite a little sampler. If you love the way Frank writes for a drum kit, you're gonna love this, man. The solo from Atlanta, Chad Wackerman's just going off, man. And you know, and if you like those spatial solo sections where you just feel like you're sort of drifting in space, and oh look, there's you know, some colored gaseous stars and a moon in the background, you know, and that's sort of like Peter Wolf's piano, you know, and it's just like, wow, you know, I really love that about Frank's guitar solos. I love that spatial quality where you know, they're just sort of adrift, but then, you know, they always seem to come back into you know, controlled creativity. But I just wanted to tell you about this record based on this cassette. If you didn't know it was a release, you know, I would say get it. You know, it's a nice little listen, and you know, I'm happy that I have it, and you know, I'm of course, I'm certainly happy that they put it out. So for those that have the cassette, tell me in the comments, you know, do you still have it? Do you still listen to it? Tell me if you have this record. Tell me which ones you like the best. Tell me if you don't like it. I don't know. You tell me. That's your job. Like I say, the comment section is wide open. I love hearing what people think. I love talking music. And I want to see just who's watching and listening. So with that, please, if you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Give it a like. Subscribe to the channel. This is what we do. Set the camera down, I stare into it, hold stuff up, and talk about it. And hopefully later, you know, if I can get some a fresh laptop and some editing equipment, well, you know, then these videos will be a little bit more creatively frenetic. And so with that too, if you would like to donate to this humble little channel, I have a link, PayPal link in the description, and all the information is there. Check it out. I'll put in links to my other Zappa videos if you haven't seen them and like this one and want to see what I said about that. Well, it's all there. And never be afraid to visit the pleasure den of the absurd.